All right, so this is the Saatva Classic Mattress. If you've been in the market for a new bed, it's likely you've come across the Saatva brand. They've had their ads on TV, they're often selected as a top pick on national morning shows, and they're one of the favorites of a bunch of review sites, including us. So let's take a look at whether you get what you pay for, so to speak, and one reason why you might want to really think twice about buying this bed. But you know what? Let's do this somewhere else. That's fun. So we're down here in LA visiting the Saatva House, which is this fun little space they developed where they shoot their commercials and really kind of help create just a vibe around the brand. Now, just about every room in this house is expertly appointed, and it is very nice. You also get a great sense for who Saatva is trying to market these beds to, sort of that upper middle class suburban crowd. But okay, who is Saatva? So the brand started in 2010 as a direct-to-consumer mattress maker, and they have several models to choose from. You can get an all-foam bed, you can get a latex bed, even an air bed that allows you to customize the firmness level. But we're gonna take a look at the Saatva Classic, which is their flagship bed, and it happens to be the one that we like for most people. Now, the reason we like this for most people is just because of how versatile it is. You can choose from 3 different firmness options, you can choose 2 different heights, and you get 8 different sizes to choose from. So if you're counting along at home, that's 48 different permutations of just one bed. Now, depending on what you're looking for in a bed, Saatva's gonna have you covered. In fact, all of their beds are made to order. You get a full 365 nights to try it out. And rather than getting your mattress rolled up in a box for easy shipping, Saatva is gonna deliver your bed directly to you as it is. All right, so let's take a look at the Saatva Classic. This is a hybrid bed, or what the brand often cites as a luxury innerspring bed. There isn't a ton of difference between those 2 terms. The main point here is that the base of the bed is constructed using thick coils, and then there will be layers of polyfoam or memory foam on top of that. Now, the actual construction of the bed will vary based on the firmness level you select and the height. We have a full breakdown of all the specs of those beds over at sleepfoundation.org. Generally speaking though, each bed starts with a cover that's made from an organic cotton. The top layer underneath that cover is a Euro top layer made from polyfoam and then additional fiber fill. Beneath that is another layer of polyfoam just under about 3/4 of an inch. And then that's followed by a layer of memory foam about 1/3 of an inch. And then here's where it gets kind of fun. Most hybrid beds offer just 1 layer of coils, but Saatva has 2 layers. So beneath these foam layers, you get a 4-inch layer of coils. And the benefit here is that you'll get really good support, but the coils are also light enough that they're gonna move with your body and, most importantly, adapt to your body. The base of the bed, the very foundation of the bed, is that 2nd layer of coils. These are made from a slightly thicker gauge coil. They are shaped a little bit like an hourglass. Now, the size of the base will depend on the height of the bed that you choose, so it's either gonna come in at around 4 inches or 7 inches. But okay, I mentioned the Classic is available in these multiple firmness options, and I guess the next question is, how do you choose? You can get the Saatva Classic in what they call the Plush Soft, the Luxury Firm, or just the Firm. And in our testing, these rate about a 3, a 6, and an 8 on our 10-point firmness scale. Now, we think the Luxury Firm is gonna be great for most people. In fact, we like the Plush Soft if you're under 130 pounds, and then only if you're really just a side sleeper. On the other end, the Firm is a great choice if you're someone who is on the heavier side. Think about 230 pounds or more. Back in our Seattle test lab, we put the Saatva Classic through our testing, and as you might expect, the mattress excels at temperature control. Now, one of the main culprits of a bed that tends to sleep hot is the presence of memory foam. And on the Saatva Classic, there just isn't a lot of foam to begin with. The bulk of the bed is made with these dual layers of coils. So again, you might anticipate that the bed sleeps rather cool, and once you know it does. Our testing team laid on the Saatva for 5 minutes, and then we used a heat gun to record how much the bed began to heat up. Then our tester got up and measured how long it took for the bed to return to its baseline temperature. As you can see from this chart, the Saatva Classic doesn't heat up nearly as much as the average foam hybrid, but most importantly, it cools off noticeably quicker as well. The one thing our tester also reported was this feeling of sleeping on the bed rather than sleeping in it. So in short, when you feel that on a bed, when you don't sink too much into a surface, it's just gonna be one more factor in helping you sleep cool throughout the night. One of the things we often find with relatively firm beds is, yeah, they sleep very cool, but you often sacrifice some of that cooling for comfort and pressure relief. In other words, when you don't sink too much into a bed, you don't sink too much into a bed. And that's gonna be more opportunity to develop pressure points throughout the night. But what we found surprising on the Saatva was just how well it performed in our pressure relief testing. We test a bed's pressure relief by laying a pressure pad on the surface, and then we map those places where more pressure builds up. So take a look at this graphic. You can see that back and stomach sleepers fared quite well. But then even on our side sleeper, the green you notice around the shoulders and the hips, well, that means that the pressure was nominal by comparison. In fact, according to our testing team, the pressure relief on the Saatva Classic was about what you'd expect from a hybrid mattress with thicker foam layers. And it even competes with some all foam beds. Now, of course, with foam beds, you do get incredible pressure relief. That's kind of their selling point, but they also tend to sleep quite hot. And so with the Saatva Classic, you kind of get the best of both worlds situation.